If there is a loner looking out at the horizon, it's probably a young male looking to the future. Will he be number one or number seven? A survivor or a lost nomad? Across the grassland, across whole countries, this outcast is a perfect example of why most casts are born at roughly the same time in a tribe. If you're a single child, you get a lot of attention, perhaps even better training, but when it's time to leave, you leave alone. This young male in the Okavango Delta in Botswana has challenges mounting up every day. His genetic job now is to survive and carry his father's genes to another kingdom, to conquer it for them by spreading their bloodline. But this vast, wet wilderness will swallow up a solitary, inexperienced hunter, a young male that every resident lion wants dead. His only escape is to live on the fringes of territory now. He'll work a no man's land between his old family's range and the next, hoping to stay silent, undetected. The pride males.
What's up, y'all? It's the recovery, part three. One, two, three. My Spanish folks, unos, dos, tres. My French folks, un, deux, trois. First off, before I jump into it, I want to thank everybody who has tuned in to Recoveries Part 1 and 2 and now 3. I'm extremely grateful for everybody's support, their love, and their comments, their inboxes, how you doing, everything from Facebook to phone calls to texts, all that. I want to thank Corey Woods from Caliper Corporations for reserving my job position. I'm extremely grateful for that. He informed me that I shall have a job by the time I can fully recover. Doctors just gave me the sign to where I could put 50% of my weight on my leg, on per se my knee. I'm walking with 3 pins in my knee. They had to reconstruct my whole knee. I want to thank Warren Owens, of UAW Local 1264, LaShawn English, Doug Rice, Jeremy Shock, Kenny Marath, all those who have played a role into assisting me getting back to Chrysler, because my time is coming for all those employees and co-workers. I will be back soon, and it's looking good. And I know this is just a phase right now, and I got confirmation upon that. So I will be back. I just don't know when, but we're approaching, the time is near. Now I want to discuss with you guys something serious. Far as where I've been staying, residing at my living quarters. I've been staying pretty much. I started staying with my aunties and my mom back and forth, but I didn't want that. I really didn't. I didn't want to be 30 years old still staying with his mom. I hear that from a lot of, different women on different shows and stuff like that. So I took it upon myself and decided to stay within the shelter program. A shelter program to where they assist you with employment. I think God already got that, but also housing development. And I got pulled for housing, and that's a blessing right there. So I'm walking. I'm about to have my own home, and it's looking good. And where I've been staying in the shelter, we stay in cities in the Oakland County area for every week it's a new city. So I was in Rochester, Ferndale, Oak Park, Southfield, and even West Bloomfield. And now I'm in Oak Park, but we'll be going back to West Bloomfield, and it's cool. And be honest with you, you'd never expect to meet such great people at these shelters, man. Let alone the food. It's like as if everything was catered, man, and they treat you with so much respect, man. I shared my story to a lot of different people, and they see me come from crutches to not just walking with a cane, and it's a blessing. I want to show you guys my cane, because I came a long way, man. And even right now, as I'm walking without it to go get the cane, just to show you guys. I mean, it's a blessing too. My mom be calling me Mr. Big with this boy, but yeah, I have a liking to wood grain things. You know what I mean? So this is pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much what I walk with. And it's kind of cool, I try to find flavor and style in everything, and in bad as the situations. And also, I want to say we got to learn how to turn shit into sugar. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. I want to thank all those queens out there that know what it's like to go through thick and thin with their man. Is, have witnessed a man go from to the top to bottom, and she never left him, whether they was together or not. I hear so many different stories from other men, and it's a beautiful thing when a king has a queen who will never leave, whether they together or not. She's still there, and for that I salute y'all women with both hands. That stick by their man through thick and thin, whether y'all together or not. And I heard stories from different men, and one thing I always ask a lot of brothers who are married for 20, 10, 20, 30 years and so on, like, how did you know that your wife was the one? And they all give me the same answer, because she was in my corner no matter what. And I think that's the answer to a lot of women who wonder why a man ain't commit or haven't commit. But brother, if you got a woman that's in your corner and y'all broke up and she's still there, she was there for you and still there, brother, you better wake up and marry that woman. For real. You know what I mean? That's a blessing, man, because it's hard to find out here. I know my value, and I know I must continue to be patient, because my dream is to be a husband, and most importantly a dad. Just to hear my kids from my seed say, "Dad, I missed you. Where you been, Daddy? I love you." And just to hear those things from a child that I know that's mine, of my seed, and just to come running to me, man, that has to be the most awesome feeling for any king. And I know my time is coming, and I know what I expect out of having a woman to call my queen. Because I can't mess with no princesses. Because I'm a king, I lead a lot of different men, and even within the program, I've been making an instant impact in there. Like I tell you guys all the time, when I get back to Chrysler, I plan on making an instant impact. I'm not gonna share in full detail, but you will read and hear about it, all for the positive. And I just want to be a leader, and I'm thinking I'm leading the right way. And when we go to the Bible, you see a lot of leaders in the book, and especially they found their leadership when they was 30. It really kicked in for them. From Joseph to King David, he was leading guys that was 20 and under. Even Christ, when he was 30 in Matthew 4, he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights and was tempted by the devil, and he prevailed. So I'm learning a lot, man. I really am. And as now that I'm 30, I'm really seeing my leadership, and the value of it. I call myself a king, not just because of Detroit skills, but, in how I carry myself and how I assist other men to not do the wrong thing, but the right thing. It's like I said, even before with my situation of getting shot, I had a lot of guys that was ready to ride for me, and I wouldn't let them go down that road, Um, and I want to say, if you can learn from my situation, learn how to turn lemons into lemonade. Politically correct, but to be just straight blunt, learn how to turn shit into sugar, you know? And that's what I have did. I'm walking. I'm about to have my home. Um, I'm getting my job back. 2015 is about to be a great year for me. But I have learned through my trials, even crawling out the midst of the darkness to see a little bit of light, that we must humble ourselves no matter how high we may be, you know? And that's very important. And even with my rap career, I want to say, I want to thank DJ David. You know, even despite our misunderstandings and different things, this man, you know, put me out there. You know, I want to thank him for that because he was the one to say, hey, this guy can rap, check him out. You know what I mean? And he was doing that ever since I was like 22, 21. You know, so, you know, even though we had a Kobe and Shaq relationship, you know, me and him, you know, I want to thank him. And I thanked him before and I'm thanking him now. Because he could have said, no, you know, I'm not going to manage you, whatever, what have you. You know, but he put me out there. And I thank him for that. Because even if he realized the potential and talent in me, you know, I already knew I had it, but he the one that gave me, like, you know, just surround me around people that I didn't know that existed in Detroit. Let alone the countless amounts of celebrities that come to this motherfucker that we don't even know that be here. You know, so I want to thank you, David, Mr. Hayes. Thank you. And as far as my continuous rap career, it's not over for me. I want to make the songs that make the gangsters and the hardest of strong men to ride to and even shed tears off after they drop their boys and their girl off. And even some of the strongest women to just be like, man, he really touched me on this part. You know, just something to where you can ride and vibe to rather than always hearing the, I'ma kill this nigga, I'ma shoot up and take the spot and sell these drugs and buy me a whip and fuck these bitches. I'm it's boring to me, you know. It's very boring to me and I'm getting tired of that. You know, thus is I ain't gonna lie, it's a lifestyle which I do come from, and you're gonna hear that, but you're gonna hear very minimum of it, cause what my belief, what God has shown me as me being an Israelite, I want to make the music to where it's gonna motivate you to get off your ass and accomplish your dreams, your goals. To say, you know, if he can do it, I can do it. To like Biggie said, to make the songs that make you want to have babies, man. I want to make music like that, you know, to make you want to say, damn, I messed up, and to be a man or a woman enough to go back to whoever you know you did over or messed up and apologize, to get all the wrongs back right, you know, and that's my goal. You're gonna hear a lot of good material, a lot of different material, you know, in which and how I step. You know, I'm gonna bring that hood, but I'm gonna bring a lot of learning concepts in which can aid you in your life. You know, because a lot of rappers ain't doing it no more. And it's like I told my boy. You know, I used to tell my boy all the time, man, you can't listen to all this kill, 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 and spot running shit every day. Because believe it or not, our soul has vibrations. And that stuff that goes in, the music can affect you in so many different ways to where you are knowledgeable that it does. So, you know, I'm starting with me. I listen to the Stylistics, Earth, Wind, and Fire. My favorite song is Fantasy. I love that song, man. It inspires me like never before. You know, regardless of what I'm going through, that song gets me through. I like Al Green. I've been listening to him a lot lately. A lot of Al, especially the good times. That man, that brother, he put some good material, man. All his joints I've been listening to. Let's Stay Together and just all that, man. I liked Harold and Melvin and the Blue Notes featuring Teddy. I like that. I'm feeling that. Of course, the Temptations. I love Paul. That one song he sung. Um, that solo song he has. I forgot the name of it. But I like David Ruffin. Because he showed me how much you can do as a solo artist coming from a group. And I think I've proven that because I've been with many groups who have counted me the fuck out. Now look at me. I'm king of a show. Humbly put and meekly stated. You know, I just remember being in times where I rap with guys. People would get silent and laugh and snicker. And I came from all that, and none of them niggas ever appeared in the DVD or none of that. None of the stuff that I did. You know, so believe in yourself when people don't believe in you. And surround yourself with people who are doing better than you or trying to rise like you. Because one thing I had posted, you can't do epic shit with basic people. You can. You know, and please understand that. So, I mean, my time is running short. So, like I shared with you guys, you know, I'm putting myself out there for you guys. Because I know my time is coming to where I shall, you know, God shall bless me. And I'm going to rise above all those things that caused me to fall. Or I should have stayed down from. You know, 2015 is about to be a great year for me. And I'm documenting everything just to, even if I get out of pocket a little bit, I can go back to this and just recollect my thoughts and just to keep my spirit at a humble level. So I want to thank all of you for tuning in, being there for me. It means a lot. Every prayer, don't stop the prayers, man. I need them so bad. I thank you guys. Keep hollering at me. Keep rooting for me. And if you and let's find a way to where we all can better ourselves and make the most of our situations. You know, because everything has an end. Believe that. Either it's good or bad. As long as you know that if you're in a bad situation, it has an end. But what you do within that bad situation can determine how fast that can end. You know, remember that. God is love, and I love God. And I want to thank you all for being there in my corner. It's your man's Rome. Recovery Part 3, 2, and 3. See you in 2015.